Standard 10, Chapter 5, Muslim League. Factors for the leading of the formation of Muslim League. Point number 3, relatively backwardness of the Muslim community in education, trade and industry. Muslims are the lack of the modern education. The upper class Muslim comprises Jemidar and the aristocrats during the first 70 centuries of the 19th century were anti-British. They were conservative and hostile of the modern education. Because of this, the number of Muslims educated in Western system of education remained small. Muslim country was not much involved in the growth of any organized institution. They are too lagged behind. Point number 3, the British government in India had consciously discriminated against Muslim after the 1858. They holding and holding them responsible to the Muslims for the uprising of revolt 1857. They were discriminated in the recruitment of the civil and the military services. Point number 4, role of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was a great educationist and a social reformer. He regarded as Muslims and Hindus to be a one Qawm. Qawm means nation. He founded a MAO college. MAO college means Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh. He founded the MAO college at Aligarh. Hindus and Muslims both were patrons. But in the influence of British principal, Mr. Back declared that the Hindus-Muslim interests were different. In the influence of Mr. Back, the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan or the Mr. Back principal said British policy of MAO college idea that the Anglo-Muslim unity possible, but the Muslim-Hindu unity was impossible, not possible, means they are deciding to again distort the sanction of discrimination and dissension of the discord of the seed of divide and rule policy. Point number 5, the erroneous interpretation of the history. The rule of Turk and the Mughal rulers, Afghans, Turks and Mughals are called the Muslim rulers. They are the followers of Islam. He dubbed as a foreign invaders, and the Shivaji Rana Pratap as a national heroes of the Hindus. Akbar and the Aurangzeb as a foreigners and infused a communal feeling. Point number 2, the communal basis was the propagated through the poetry, drama, novels, stories and the newspapers. The British communal historians ignored the notation of composite culture in India and tried to create the rift between the two communities. Sixth point, the rise of assertive nationalism. Assertive nationalists played an important role in the movement. Some actions, step by step, in the respect of national unity. Their speeches and the assertive nationalist, the propagation of Shivaji at the Ganpati festival and by the Tilak or Bindo Ghosh concept the mother and the nationalism as a religion, and the anti-partition agitation dips in the Ganga did not appeal to some of the Muslims. Economic backwardness of the country. The economic backwardness of the country contributed to the growth of communalism in India. Due to the British colonial policies, lacked modern industry development, there was acute unemployment among the educated youth. मीन्स कि जो ब्रिटिश एजुकेशन थी वो उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली सिविल जॉब्स और जॉब्स निकालते थे, बट इंडियंस इतने एजुकेटेड नहीं थे, इसलिए वो जॉब से पीछे रह जाते थे. दिस लेड टू द पीपल डिमांड द रिजर्वेशन इन द जॉब्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कास्ट, क्रीड एंड रिलीजन. इसीलिए लोगों ने अपनी कास्ट, क्रीड और रिलीजन के नाम पे रिजर्वेशन की डिमांड की और उन्होंने ये बोला कि हमें रिजर्वेशन के बेसिस पे जॉब्स मिले. ये थे सारे पॉइंट्स. These all points included in your syllabus. Your syllabus is according to the ICSE 2021. Some topics are curtailed from your syllabus. बट द फर्स्ट वन इज़ इंक्लूडेड द फैक्टर्स ऑफ द मुस्लिम लीग. इसमें से टोटल 5 पॉइंट्स हैं और इन 5 पॉइंट्स में से आपको कोई भी पॉइंट, एनी सिंगल पॉइंट विल बिकम इन 2 marks, 3 marks or 4 marks. In the 3 marks you have to explain 3 points. In the 2 marks you have to write down 2 points, or in the 4 you have to write down the 4 points. Then you will get the full marks. Otherwise you will not get the full marks. Formation of the Muslim League. Second point is included in your syllabus is formation of the Muslim League. The success of the Muslim deputation Viceroy motivated the Muslim separate political organization. Nawab Salimullah Dhaka took the initiative. In 1906, when the eminent Muslim leader assembled at Dhaka, the connection of Mohammedan Anglo Educational Conference. यहाँ पे मैं फिर से बता रही हूँ, जो लाइन्स मैंने अंडरलाइन की हैं वो आप बुक में मार्क कर लेना. नवाब सलीमुल्लाह जो ढाका का था, उन्होंने इनिशिएटिव लिया मुस्लिम लीग की फॉर्मेशन का. मुस्लिम लीग, ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम लीग वॉज सेट अप on December 13, 1906 under the presidentship of Nawab Salimullah, and Aga Khan was elected as a permanent president of Muslim League. There are total 3 or 4 questions included. When was the Muslim League formed? Who was the permanent president of Muslim League? When was the Muslim League set up in India? And who was the president who take under the whose presidentship Muslim League was set up? The answer is All India Muslim League was set up December 13, 1906 under the presidentship of Nawab Salimullah. After that, Aga Khan was elected as a permanent president as a Muslim League. First, its headquarters was at Aligarh, but the central office was shifted into the Lucknow in 1910. Next question, very important question, aims and the objectives of Muslim League. There are total 3 points. If this question will come in 10 marks for the right aim and the objectives of Muslim League, for the 3 marks or the 4 marks. Even if the question will come in 4 marks, or if you write 3 questions, then you will get fully 4 marks, because only the 3 points are included. First one is to promote Muslim among Muslims of India, support British government and remove misconceptions. Means उनके आपस की जो misconceptions थी उनको वो दूर करेंगे, और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से वो अच्छे रिलेशन बनाएंगे जो इंडियन मुस्लिम्स थे. उन्होंने ये बोला कि टू प्रोटेक्ट एंड एडवांस द पॉलिटिकल राइट्स एंड द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ मुस्लिम एंड टू रिप्रेजेंट देयर नीड्स एंड एस्पिरेशन to the government in the mild and the moderate language. Point number 3, to prevent the rise of feeling and hostility between the Muslim League, to prevent the rise of feeling hostility between the Muslims of India and the other communities. So these 3 points are coming in your syllabus. The last one is Lucknow Pact. When was the Lucknow Pact signed? It is not to be included, but in the teacher syllabus it is mentioned, so that's why I have telling to you Lucknow Pact. Lucknow Pact was done by the during of the First World War in 1914 to 1919 interests of the national politics. The events during the war prevalent the sentiments of the responsible signing the Lucknow Pact between the Congress and Muslims. Already you know that in the Surat split, assertive nationalists, early nationalists were different for the 10 years, for the decade. In the Lucknow Pact, Hindus and Muslims again came in a unity, plus early and assertive nationalists. In 1916, Congress League again simultaneous session at Lucknow. The joint scheme of the political reformers forward and adopted the both parties in 1906. This agreement signed between the two parties known as Lucknow Pact. This is the chapter 5. There are some points of the significance of the Lucknow Pact: Hindu-Muslim unity, unity with the Congress, प्रेशर ऑन द गवर्नमेंट। हिंदू मुस्लिम यूनिटी में यही था कि जो मैंने आपको अभी बताया कि यहाँ पे दोबारा से हिंदू मुस्लिम यूनिटी ज्वाइन होगी थी लखनऊ पैक्ट के साइन के बाद, और मेजॉरिटी ऑफ Hindus and Muslims worked together 1916 to 1922. Unity within the Congress. As earlier I told you कि in the Lucknow Surat session, early nationalists and assertive nationalists were split in 1906, and again after the 10 years in 1916 they were rejoined. And Mr. Ambika Charan Majumdar rightly remarked, if the United Congress was buried at Surat but reborn at Lucknow. The pressure on the government. The Hindus and Muslim unity threat to the British Empire. British Empire already scared with the Hindu-Muslim unity. They think that if the Hindus and Muslim will unite again, that will not to be able to their rulership. The government have been repressing the national movement by force, and government has no excuse to delaying the political or the constitutional reforms.